Oh yeah, I hope you're recording this. Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, it is National Rum Day. Are you having a little rum to go along with the show?
Oh yeah, I've got my Holmes key in my Birdies and Bourbon glass, and I am pumped. I am pumped.
Look at
It's
you.
playoffs.
It's playoffs. Get a little booze pumping through that system. You'll be chatterboxing away before you know it.
So who do you think is the most prepared from the playoffs? Like, we had like playoffs, like the whole back half of the season has been nothing but playoffs. Who's ready for the playoffs? Oh, damn. That's not the same kind of playoff. Oh, no, it's not.
Different. Are you talking to yourself in third person again? Is that what's happening here?
I could tell you weren't going to get it.
Is that who you're talking to? Alan Iverson.
Yes.
Alan Iverson. Well, I'm going to be enjoying the real McCoy, aged 12 years. And by the way, if you're like, I don't like rum or you don't like pina coladas, this is going to be a perfect one for you because it drinks a lot like it's a bourbon, a whiskey drinker's rum, man. It is so damn tasty. And that Barbados, I may get into that in a minute too. Just depends on if you'll, if you keep me on here chattering for an hour, Dan.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what happened over the weekend. Did you make it to the tournament, by the way?
No, of course not. You couldn't. I was going to try and go on Sunday, but then they moved that time up on me. And I was like, oh.
Man, I tell you, that was screwing with me the whole time. So was there bad weather? Is that why they moved it up?
Yeah, they were expecting bad weather. Okay. Yeah.
Which it never rained. Didn't rain a drop. No wind. Everything was totally fine. But I'm looking. The reason I noticed is because I get a little alert from DraftKings, and it says money has been deposited into your account. And I'm like, oh shit, did I get drunk and did I sign up for pick water polo or I don't know. I'm like the NASCAR race isn't over. They're still playing golf. And I look through and I'm like, oh, I guess it's over. I guess they finished up. I was riding a little high though. I can't lie to you. I want to say thanks to our friends up at Old Tocoa Farm. So we got out for a round of golf on Saturday. So thanks to Kevin Hermits and the new pro there, Wesley Buchanan. So looking forward to having those guys on the show. And yes, it is still as hard as it was with the last time we played it, Dan. All I can say is I got to a point where I was like, shit, I'm going to have to start looking for balls over here because I don't know. I mean, I didn't, I kind of ride the ship but yeah, I was like, holy shit. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to get out in this fescue and go stomping around to see if I can find a ball or two. I was getting a little worried because, the rough there, which is a lot like what we're going to see this week at Liberty National. If you miss it, if you spray it, you might wind up in that fescue. And if it sits down, good luck on finding the ball. So nice. I may have some flashbacks of my round Saturday, but the course is in fantastic shape. Hey, thanks to Turtleson Apparel for providing us with some cool gear that kept me very comfortable on a 90+ degree day. Holy shit, was it hot. Really? And but we don't worry, we had the refreshments, the libations were flowing, so we never even knew it. After the round, we had a chance. We went over to Grumpy Old Men Distilling in downtown Blue Ridge. I think it's Jeff's Hot Dog. So we had a hot dog and threw back a couple of local beers. So all in all, man, looking forward to getting back up there. I think we'll try in October to get back up there for a round. So I think Kevin said he may get out with us next time we're up there. So we'll see. But yeah, all in all, if you haven't heard of Old Tocoa Farm in Blue Ridge, what was previously a 9-hole track, they've got now have 18 holes. Clubhouse is well underway. And so it's all framed up. And Wesley said they're shooting to have it done in October. So that's why I was like, wink, wink, October may be a good time for us to revisit. I wouldn't wait on it, by the way. I would go ahead and get on up there and get around him. And it's playing just outstanding right now. It's playing quick. And those bent greens are rolling really nice right now. So great time to hit up Old Tocoa. Let's see, what else did I do this weekend? I did not make it to the Wyndham Championship. Wasn't on the way to anything that I was going to be near. So I didn't make it there. What do we picked up? There's a good little liquor store on the way back. I did pick up a Chattanooga single barrel. Hadn't gotten into that one yet, but maybe on our next show, or I guess I'll do a review and release that pretty soon. But who are we kidding? Today's National Rum Day, and when you got good rum, you drink it.
Oh yeah. You
look like a pirate today.
Tea is really going down good. It's nice.
Okay, so the FedEx Cup playoff. Okay, well, hold on. You got to tell me who you were talking about. Who were you talking about at the beginning of the show with the who made it, who didn't make it? I didn't even understand the question.
No, I was saying who's ready for the playoffs. Well, the playoffs we had leading up, and it's a different kind of playoff. But yeah, but it's a good point though. It's a good point though. Who do you think is best prepared for the playoffs in the traditional sense of making it to Eastlake?
Making it to Eastlake. Yeah. Well, here's the thing is like, so there's a lot of changes that are happening this week. So we go from the winner getting 500 points on a regular tour event to now he's going to get 2,000 points. So let's go to who's sitting at 125. Chesson Hadley, man. I think he shot a 62 yesterday, hole in one. He's out there kicking around, jumping around, feeling good about himself. So he is 1,731 points off the lead. With a win this week, Chesson Hadley could be anybody, anybody, whoever wins, they will be number one in the FedEx Cup playoffs, moving into the BMW next weekend. So who's got it?
Here's the thing about Chesson Hadley. Okay. You got to remember this. You know how Popeye likes spinach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what Chesson Hadley's spinach is?
Shit, I hope it's bourbon.
Bojangles.
It has Bojangles.
I don't think they have any Bojangles in the Northeast.
I don't either. So for those of you that don't know, Bojangles is like it's like a Southern fast food place. So think of McDonald's, except you can get like a country fried steak biscuit. You can probably get one of those at McDonald's too, but like Bojangles is like, if you're a NASCAR fan, you've damn sure been to a Bojangles before. And I'll admit, now my favorite there, I always get a country ham biscuit. Ooh. And they're hard to find. So, that's my, we'll have to figure out what's Chesson's biscuit of choice. Maybe
need to find that out.
Maybe he took a few with him.
That's a good point. I think they probably do travel well. So I think he's in good shape. I'm sure he came home from Greensboro yesterday feeling really good, back to Raleigh. Yeah. And then he took off today, and he probably took, a cooler full of them and whatnot. He's in good shape. Yeah.
And a quick trip for him too, right? I mean, just an hour or so away. So from home. So I don't know. So hold on, before we get into that, how'd your one and done do this week, Dan?
About as I beat you.
Oh, Bucky.
I think we both got $149, but I beat you. Man, I so had you.
We've had we've been doing the FedEx Cup playoffs for 12 years now. And Bucky, I thought at least you would make the cut. At least you would make the cut. It just goes to show I don't think he was interested in making the cut. He didn't look too damn depressed about it. I can tell you that. Didn't sound too depressed. That new tournament. Oh, is that the one I heard about that's in Europe?
No, it's the Europeans versus the Americans.
Oh,
it's called the U-Haul Cup.
yeah. There's not going to be won't be any Ryder Cup for Bucky, that's for sure. So here's the thing. So how rude of us! Congratulations, Kevin Kisner, on your win. Congrats. I think it's his 4th win on tour, and
man, this run was good.
I'm glad you're changing the subject, because I was beside myself yesterday. Absolutely beside myself. Hits the fairway, hits the green, and 4-foot putt. And the old broomstick got in the way once again. It's like, if you want to know why you shouldn't be using a putter taller than me, Adam displayed that yesterday. Like, there's no reason. If you're going to use that the head on that putter, it's like he's got the broomstick attached to the Roomba, and he's sweeping it around. It's like, if you're going to use that thing, you should be. And granted, I'm certain I've never played around with Adam, but I am looking forward to it. But I'm sure he's a better putter than both you and me, Dan. I'm sure he is. but you don't. You're a professional to win a golf tournament. You don't miss it. You don't miss a 4-foot putt.
No, I know. That's really just disheartening because we want to see him do so well. I mean, he could have had another victory, and that would have, yeah.
I wonder if he's going to have a little hangover coming into the Northern Trust over that. Was he going to be able to shake that off? Or is Kisner going to be riding so high? I mean, the chances of you backing up a win with a win. I mean, the statistics say probably not. So it doesn't mean he's not going to play well, make the cut, and, but it probably not looking good. And so hold on, before we get off Kisner, everybody's talking about this whole like it just clickbait, right? It's everybody's talking about, is Kisner, is he now going to get is he going to get a captain's pick from or for the Ryder Cup? And I'm going I can appreciate that. I mean, Kevin's scrappy out there on the course, and he's pretty good match player, right? And but it's like if you look at everybody else, I should have had that pulled up, but I'm gonna have it pulled up in just a second. But if you look at who's there, so who's guaranteed for the Ryder Cup? So I shouldn't say guaranteed, but these 6 are in right now. So Morikawa, DJ, DeChambeau, Koepka, Thomas, and Schauffele. And then the next 6 that would finish up the 12, you got Spieth, English, Reed, Berger, Cantlay, Finau. Cantlay and Finau. So let's go with the next the next few. So you got Simpson, Scheffler, Kokrak, Horschel, Burns, Kisner, Phil Mickelson sitting at 19th, and then Max Homa rounding out the 20. And I think there's a good chance that if you don't win one of the playoff tournaments, and you're not already in the top 12, I think if you're not in the top 20, you're not getting bumped into the Ryder Cup. I don't think so. I mean, I can see Phil going as like a vice captain, not playing. Who else is in there? So
I've told you this before, and don't you forget it. All my money is going on DJ and Kokrak.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss.
No, seriously, don't you think Kokrak out of the last would be one of the best, the ones that's probably most deserving this year?
I mean, I'm looking at. I wouldn't argue against it. But who else I would throw in the mix? I would say, what about Scheffler? If Scheffler turns it on, if Scheffler is hot during the playoffs, I think that Scheffler for sure. Tony Finau sitting at 12. He's probably. I think that's that's the other one.
Is Finau? Is he? Are we sure he's a lock?
Well, no. I'm just saying that's who the 12 are right now. But the first 6 are guaranteed, and then the next 6 are captain's picks. I'm just saying that's 1 through 12, and Finau is sitting at 12. No, I don't think Finau's a lock. I think if he doesn't finish out, if he's not playing at Eastlake, I think Finau is no chance he's in. Who else is questionable there? Patrick Reed, but I mean, hey, he's a winner here at Liberty National. I think he's won the Northern Trust 2 times. So, there's something to be said there. I think English, yes. I think Spieth, yes. I would say Reed and Berger, but I mean, it's just that chemistry thing with Reed and kind of what's happening. That's kind of where
we're huge Reed fans on here, but he has not done himself any favors with the last couple, last month or so. Yeah.
No, I want him to be there, and I think that I think he'll manage it accordingly. But Paris.
I honestly don't see how you make an argument for Kisner. I don't. With Kokrak and some of these other guys, I mean, how do you make the argument?
Well, just considering the course, even. I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm sure that Kiss can play well. There, but look at the distance with Scheffler and Kokrak, which is another reason I would say Webb Simpson, probably not, just considering the course. So but Scheffler, Kokrak, Sam Burns, he has a good showing during the playoffs. I think he got something. So Will Zalatoris is sitting at 27. Ooh, he made the playoffs. I think I'm saying he made the playoffs, so I'm pretty sure he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't see him in here. Maybe Zalatoris did make the playoffs. That didn't sound right, does it? Oh no.
And I'd love for Kisner to be on the team. I haven't, he hasn't had a great year,
Yeah, I mean, as far as who's going to show up, right? I mean, it's kind of like, so who's not? Yeah, I don't know. So enough Ryder Cup stuff. Let's get into let's talk about who's not showing up to the playoffs. Justin Rose, which he had all in all, he had a really solid tournament. He made one bogey that set him back. Who else? We already talked about. Bucky's not going to make it. The silver Olympic medalist is out, which he was actually playing pretty good a couple of days. Fleetwood's not going to make it. Hal's out. Anybody? I mean, they're all notable. Don't get me wrong. Danny Willett. Steve Stricker. He said he's taking some time off to get ready for the Jimmy Walker's out.
Yeah. I think Jimmy Walker's just in Greece, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just thinking. It looked like they had a good time over there. Kevin Chappell, by the way, who holds the record at Liberty National at a 62. There's another. We'll talk about the other guy in a minute, but holds the record. Course record is 62 here. I don't know if there's anybody else too notable. Who's coming into this? So I got way off topic, and who's coming to this thing kind of hot. Who Ches Reavie missed the cut last week. Zach Johnson missed the cut. Just looking to see who. What about Russell Henley, man? Boy, I mean, I thought it was his tournament for sure. So I don't know. Is he going to be coming to this thing with a hangover? Is Adam Scott going to be showing up with a hangover? I don't know. Maybe Eric Van Rooyen, something to be said for where he's at and what he's doing here. HV3, I think he had a pretty good tournament. We'll talk about that in a bit, but I don't know. I think it's hard to argue. I mean, if you look at the FedEx Cup standings, so 1 through 10, Morikawa, Spieth, Cantlay, English, Rahm, Ancer, DeChambeau, Oosthuizen, JT, and Sam Burns. I'm probably most surprised to see that, if you would ask me prior to, probably most surprised that Sam Burns is in the top 10. DeChambeau hasn't been playing all that great as of late. I think Abe Ancer coming into this thing. I mean, he actually plays for a longer course, and definitely it's advantageous on every course. But to hit fairways, greens are really small at Liberty National, so I think Abe's probably coming in pretty hot. We haven't seen Spieth.
The thing about Abe though is he's coming off a win.
Yeah, but he took a tournament off. So
still was back to back.
I get it. I like Abe's chances better to win here than I like Kisner's chances to win here. Just saying. Saying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if any of those 10 guys actually. Speaking of my one and done, I think I see him in here. Who do you think will be out of the top 10 after the tournament?
In the OWGR?
In the FedEx Cup standings.
Oh, no,
So Morikawa, Spieth, Cantlay, English, Rahm.
Who's going to be out of the top 10 after Eastlake?
No. I'm saying after
this weekend?
Yeah, after the Northern Trust. Who do you think gets bumped?
You sure anybody's getting bumped? Yes, Sam Burns.
Yeah, I'm leaning Burns or DeChambeau. So if you went Burns, I'll go DeChambeau.
Wow, that's okay. Well, he's got okay, all right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he's hitting it in this fescue, the greens are really small. I don't know. Let's get into. You want to talk more about that, or you want to get into the tournament?
I'm good for the tournament now. Is there anything else notable from this last week? Well, it was a fun tournament though. It's always fun with the cut lines and these guys with their tours and who's gonna stay on tour, who's not, that kind of thing. I think Phil has a little match going on this week with Harry Higgs and some people.
Oh yeah, on Wednesday they're doing it.
On Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I think. Yeah.
Is it going to be televised? I guess
it's not going to be televised. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. But Phil says, "Thanks, Harry. At least I don't have to go to the ATM this week." All that kind of chatterbox. Oh, good stuff.
That's your guy.
That's your guy.
All right, so we're heading to What are your favorite places? One of your favorite restaurants is right up there in Jersey City, isn't it? Jersey City, New Jersey.
There's a good pizza place in Jersey City for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of it. I can look it up.
So we're heading.
Haven't been traveling for like 2 years.
Yeah.
give me a second.
It's like I lost my black book. Actually, I just threw it away. I said I'm probably going to need to start a new one after all this shit's over with. So the first round of the FedEx Cup playoffs, the Northern Trust.
I think it's Raza, New Jersey. Yeah, I think
that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We'll be playing at Liberty National Golf Club. I think this will be the fourth time the tournament has been held here. It is a par 71, 7,400 yards. It's like 100 yards or something longer than it was the last time they played here. The greens are some of the smaller greens you're going to see on tour. Think Pebble Beach, Harbor Town, TPC Southwind. There's 98 bunkers, 13 water hazards. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun tournament to watch because even outside of golf, I mean, you're going to have some absolutely fantastic views of the Statue of Liberty, and some skylines of New York in the background. So that's one of the fun things about this tournament. I guess I don't know what's happening with New York. We got a new mayor. I don't know what's happening with all the lockdown conditions. So I don't know. I haven't heard any noise about how, who they're letting on, how many they're letting on, that kind of thing. So not really sure about that one. I think if you want to look at, so keep in mind, so last year, the Northern Trust was held at TPC Boston, and then 2019 it was held at Northern Trust. So let's see if I got the previous winners. Well, at least I had them. I had the previous winners on here. I can tell you DJ won last year. Patrick Reed won the year before that. And after that, I pretty much draw a blank, but I'll be able to tell you in just a second.
Didn't Adam Scott win here as well?
Adam Scott won here in 2013.
Yeah.
Of course I know his. Of course I know his statistics.
He got a tattoo.
It's possible. Let's see. What were the last time we played? Well, this is 2021, so I don't know if you can really, because I guess you could say TPC Boston maybe looks a little bit like this course. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there and say that. Let's see. I'm having a hard time. Patrick Reed did win over Abraham Ancer here in 2019. I think DJ won by like 11 strokes at TPC
That
Boston.
Was a different one. Yeah, different course. Yeah.
Last year at TPC Boston with DJ. Yeah, but here the most recent winner is Patrick. And Patrick Reed's actually won here. No, he's only won here. He's won the Northern Trust twice. He's only won it at Liberty National once, and that was again most recently in 2019. Kevin Chappell and Troy Merritt hold the course record here at 62. It sits on an old landfill, and Simpson, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, and Charlie Hoffman have made the cut all three times that they've played it here. So it should be fun, man. Again, even if you don't like golf, just to get some of the, pop in and get some of the views should be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fun. It's a kite cup design. We're back on Bermuda green. Siwoo Kim didn't look too bad last week. So
no, it looked good. Yeah.
But that's, that course is kind of Sedgefield. It's one of his favorites. So, so again, over 60% greens hit here the last time they played. Again, these are some of the smaller greens that we're going to see fairways hit. Some of the smaller greens that we're going to see on tour. So a little bit of a challenge from the greens, lots of sand. So in everything, just looking at stats here, everything's kind of weighted evenly. I guess if you wanted to look at par fours, longer than 450 yards, maybe something to key in on. Obviously putting, but if you hit the greens, they're small. You're gonna have to make putts, but as long as you're hitting greens and regulations, I think you got a chance to score here. So let's see, where are we at? Let's head over, Dan, to Fantasy. Well, I don't know. Anything else about Jersey City? Did you find that pizza place?
I think it was Raza.
Raza, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So approach and putting, right? What we're looking for here.
Yeah, I mean, I think once again it's going to be it's going to be a ball striker's course, man. So I think I think fairways and ball striking are kind of going to be the two. I think those are going to be the heavier stats. The course is going to play. So I think for somebody like Ancer, potentially Kisner. I don't know what he's going to do off the tee, but from and I guess his ball striking was okay. I mean, definitely some other folks that I prefer over him. But let's look in our premium section of golfers today at $10,000 and above. I'm not.
What'd you call me?
barely newer. I'm not surprised to see Jon Rahm sitting in the number one seed at 11,500, DJ at 11,000, Spieth at 10.8, Xander at 10.6, most recent gold medal winner for the U.S. Only gold medal winner for the U.S. Maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Morikawa, Koepka, and McIlroy round out the premium golfing range today. Dan, who do you like?
What was Xander priced?
All of them doesn't count.
What was Xander priced at the WGC? Do you know?
I don't know that he was above 10,000.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was either.
I guess a gold medal gets you priced higher.
Well, yeah, at least by what, $700.
Yeah, I don't think he was in the 10,000s last time we saw him.
I don't think so.
But I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway, who do I like here? I mean, well, DJ is the one that's like, okay, T10 and at the WGC, cut at the 3M, T8 at the Open, T25 Travelers, T19 US Open. And we were talking about him recently. We're like, okay, he's kind of sleepy, but he is starting to show some momentum. What do we think about him? He could pop. I mean, that guy's just a lights out golfer. Does it have the interest? He's defending his title as the FedEx champ. He's going to be my one and done this week. Spoiler alert. I like DJ. Rahm, you cannot say anything bad about Rahm, period. I mean, so except for the fact that, do we know how COVID is in Jersey City? Is it okay?
Well, now he's had it 12, supposedly, allegedly. A
lot of people close together up there.
He's had it. He's had it twice. So I don't know. Well, I know I did just see a vaccination mandate for eating in restaurants, so that could be.
So we're okay. So we're okay.
Could be a safeguard. Yeah, could be a safeguard. Hey, so hold on. So DJ, and again, this is thinking about playing Northeast courses. So for the Northern Trust, DJ, a win in 20. T24, T11, another win in 17, and T18 and 16. For Rahm, you got T6 in 20, T3 in 19, which was here, Liberty National, missed the cut in 18, and then a T3 in 2017. So he's another guy that plays well in the Northeast. So yeah, I wouldn't. I'm definitely not sleeping on him for sure.
Yeah,
could be. I'm not going to say it because I don't want you yelling at me if I change my mind. So what about Spieth? I mean,
this is his kind of course, right? I mean, you're talking about approach, you're talking about putting, T12 at the St. Jude, second at the Open, T19 US Open, T8. I mean, he's been right there, showing great form. Projected ownership 16.4. Highest projected ownership here in the $10,000 range is Collin Morikawa, which is strange to me. Well, semi-strange to me because you got a bunch of guys up there, but he's kind of popping as a high favorite. But back to Spieth, putting 18th or 16th in his field, around the green 11th, approach 33rd. You can't go wrong with Spieth here, can you? In this model, he ranks 5th.
T6 in 2019 at this course, at this tournament. I don't know how you could. And I would say 2019. What was he doing in 2019? I don't know. I think it was on kind of the backside of his rebuilding in 2020. So I don't know if he was in. I would say he's in better form coming into the tournament this year than he would have been coming in 2019.
Yeah.
McIlroy, I don't know, man. I mean, his ball striking is definitely improving. I mean, is he worth $10,000? Probably that.
Given McIlroy like the $10,000 price points, I mean, it's kind of like the PGA. We like you bump because he's probably priced at $9.99.
Right. No, we're gonna round up so we don't have to make change.
Yes.
But 12th at the St. Jude, 46th the Open, 7th at the U.S. Open, 18th Memorial, 49th PGA. Obviously, he won at his second home in Charlotte. But I don't know. I mean, he from a ball striking perspective, I mean, he looked pretty good at St. Jude. So I don't think I'm like.
The form for him is certainly coming around. I mean, you cannot sleep on McIlroy. Yeah. So is there anybody you like the least here?
No, absolutely not. No, I think if you're, depending on how you're going, you're kind of going, you're going to set your, kind of stay even, with middle tier players to kind of balance out your lineup. Are you going to go stars and, studs and duds on this one? I don't think there's anyone that I don't like. I think it's more, my consideration would be more so who do I like in the cheaper categories?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Who do I like in the less expensive categories?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you're top 125, I don't think there's anything.
Can I ask you a question? Can you get away from your screen for a second? Don't look at the screen for a second.
Do I have to answer?
Yeah. So who do you think is the lowest projected owned in the top in the $10,000 tier?
Oh, I don't have that pulled up, so I think the lowest projected own is going to be Dustin Brooks Koepka.
It is the man rocking the gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nobody likes the X-Man, hey?
No.
Huh. Yep. Or less people like the X-Man. Yeah. No, I mean, I think this course should play. I think he'll play just fine here. What's his tournament history here look like for Xander? So we got a top 25. He missed the cut here in 2019, missed it again in 18 and T17 and 17. So I don't know, maybe if you're looking at how he's played in the Northeast at the Northern Trust tournament, I mean, maybe that's people are a little weary of that. I mean, McIlroy's like T65, T6 here in 19, T34 and T31. I don't know if that's all that great, but yeah, I'm not fading anybody up there, to be honest with you. I'm probably considering who do I like in the less expensive categories, and can I make work? Or I'm looking at, I mean, since you said that, I mean, maybe somebody like Xander maybe he just moved up a little bit higher, for me, because he's going to be one of the what's his projection?
6.8%, 6.8, I think.
I mean, at single digits.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not afraid to play him at single digits. So
yeah, I think, that's low. That's really low.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you expect from BK here?
Let's see. So he didn't play 20, T30 and 19, T8, T49, T70. I mean, dude, he shows up. I mean, this is like center stage. It's not a major, and we're not pretending. I'm not pretending that it is, but I mean, do you think he wouldn't like to win that $15 million?
Or steal it from DJ? I think you would.
I'm just saying, I think that it's something he hasn't accomplished yet. He hasn't won the FedEx Cup. Mm-hmm. So I think that, do you find it weird? Do you think well, I'm going to ask the question, and if you want me to give my opinion first, I will, unless you want to answer.
Okay.
Do you think the FedEx Cup is held in the same regards as winning a major championship?
No, nowhere near it. No.
I don't either. Why do you think that is?
Because it could be called the Gillette Cup in 10 years.
Okay. Totally agree with that. But it's like, I mean, if you win this, I mean, this isn't a one-time event, right? This is you've had to play all year. I would think that it's harder. Well, I don't know. Let me compound that question. Do you think it's harder or more challenging, whichever way you want to think about it? Is it harder to win the FedEx Cup than it is to win a major championship?
Yes. There's less of them.
Yeah, there's one. There's one,
one a year. Yeah.
And the way they do that screwy thing at the end where, like DJ started, he was like 11 strokes ahead or some shit. And I think that's still going to be the case this year. I don't think that changed. And Xander won the tournament at Eastlake, but then he didn't. So I don't know. To me, that was really screwy. That whole the way, and I'm sure there's rhyme and reason. I haven't looked that much into it, but yeah, I too agree. Which is why I led with the question or asked the question: why is it not held to the same, in the same regards as a major championship? Because I think it's harder. It's not. I mean, you could show up and get lucky. And now, granted, you're going to have to play good, but you could show up that weekend and like shit, all things are just firing. And it's just like, I don't know. I just ball struck the hell out of it around here. So, and man, I was just making every putt that could be imagined. I don't know how it just worked. Everything fell into place.
Let me ask you two questions. How many majors has Tiger Woods won?
17.
Okay, close enough. Whatever.
15.
Yeah. I wasn't going to try and correct you in here. How many FedEx Cups has he won?
I was just making sure you knew. That's a good one. 3.
Okay. How many FedEx Cups did Jack Nicklaus win?
Yeah. Right. There was no FedEx. Hold on. Did he win? Was it 3 FedEx Cup that he's won?
I don't know. I don't know the answers.
Okay. I thought it was 3.
Yeah. Two. I think he has one. I think he has 2. I think he has 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But look at some of the people that are going to be. So look at some of them that don't have majors. Who you got? Billy Horschel, who's Snedeker. Shit. Now I'm drawing a blank. I told you not to go down this road, Dan.
But no, that's the reason why you said is it like a major? It's like it doesn't have the legacy of it yet, and I don't know if it ever will.
Yeah, it may not.
Well, name a tournament that may like manufactured after 2000 that has legacy behind it? I don't know.
I think that. Well, I would even think that people hold the Players Championship to a higher standard than they do the FedEx Cup.
Yeah,
I mean, it's called the 5th major, right?
I call it the Beetle Major, but yeah,
right, exactly. Hey, who's counting? Gonna need to bring in the horns.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I don't know. I think it's kind of and it's nothing to laugh at. I mean, it's a considerable. The $15 million. I mean, what's the Masters? The highest paying is like 2.5 or something. Is but it's a hell of a lot of it. Now, granted, it's all season long, and there's lots of other things, and the sponsorship and all that.
I think it's an amazing attribute to the tour. I think it's a great thing for people to strive towards and win. DJ really wanted to win it last year. I don't know why whenever I go to a PGA Tour event, they will not take my points at the merchandise tent.
I can tell you why. Off air. I can tell you off air. Okay, hold on. You've definitely I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to screw with me, so I forget who my one and done is. I know what's happening here. I can see your game. $9,000 range. We don't need to go through all of these. However, the $9,000 range to me, for $1,000 less or more, is, I mean, tell me who. Yeah, I mean,
this is where I started my lineup earlier today. By the way,
I don't know
why I started. Yeah,
I don't know why you JT, DeChambeau, Javi, Tequila Man, Scotty Scheffler, Cantlay, Berger, Hideki. I know we said we weren't going to go through those, but I mean, you read and it's like, oh shit, oh, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So who could be a fade on here for me?
Are you surprised that on Fantasy National last 24 rounds in their model, which we trust and we like, and it's been very good to us, that Abraham Ancer is number 1 in this model?
No, I'm not. Okay. He placed second the last time he played at this course, and he's just coming off a win. So I guess if I were going to come up with a reason, I'd say, well, it's just statistics, and he's coming off of a win So he's probably not going to follow it up with a win. Is he going to make the cut? I don't know how he's going to miss it. Is he going to finish in the top 10? I would say probably. Does he contend for the win? I'd say a top 5 for sure. It wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, he is definitely going in lineups for me. I don't know, who am I fading up here? I want to say maybe Hideki and probably, I don't know, it's probably between either JT or DeChambeau. I'm probably fading those two guys. I mean, I think everything else is, I don't know. We haven't seen Javi in a while. Let's see. He just had a win, did he? That's some time ago, but and it was overseas. But 36th at St. Jude, 12th at the Open, 47th at Memorial. You notice I didn't say the U.S. Open. That's what happens when you get sand in your eye, Dan.
That's right.
And they're going to be right there in the water too.
Good point. Good point.
Oh, and there are 98 bunkers on this golf course.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I hope Bucky let him borrow his glasses. But you got 3rd at Wells Fargo, 3rd at the Valspar. So I don't know. We're kind of dating ourselves a little bit there, and where he's at, but I don't know. I'm probably fading Javi for sure. And I'm definitely bullish on
you're fading Javi?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah. Well, it's 98 bunkers around the course, Dan. I mean, what's the chance you get a little sand in your eye?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Just
Are you so? I'm kind of surprised. The two guys that I'm more soft on here are like JT and Bryson, and they're the two highest priced guys in the range, but they just haven't been showing a whole lot lately,
Yeah, recent form for JT. Where's he? 26th at the St. Jude, 40th at the Open, 19th at US Open, 42 at Memorial, 40th at Schwab. And I don't know, for that money, for that kind of money, I'm probably looking for a little more than that. I'm not saying he can't get it done here, but DeChambeau as well. He was a cut the last time we saw him out. 8th at St. Jude, 33rd at the Open, missed the cut at his golf tournament. So there you go. So yeah, I'm probably fading him as well. I don't think this is a course that you're going to be able to, well, I think if he overpowers and he's accurate, I think that, yeah, sure. But I mean, I think it's small greens. I just, I think this is something that there's definitely other people below him that I think.
Or do you think it's the caddy relationship broke at Rocket where he got the cut, then he went T33 at the Open, T8 at the St. Jude, and then he's going to win this week because he's got the caddy dialed in.
So they're going to be New York, New Jersey, however you want to slice it. I guess technically it's New Jersey. Geographically speaking, it's in New Jersey. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's been talking about, hey man, take it easy on Bryce. Whoa, wait a minute. What's with the noise? And Brooks is going to be there. God, I hope they play themselves into a pairing together.
I do too.
I got a feeling we're going to see a WD from the big guy if that happens. But I don't know. We'll see. I like Scheffler, yes. Cantlay,
yes,
probably, and
yes.
Berger, definitely. Yeah. Totally, man. I think that the answer through Berger, if that could total up to $50,000, that's where I'd look for my next guy at.
Me too, but I'm more bullish on Hovland than you are.
Yeah, no, totally. I get it. I'm not. I mean, the numbers are there around the green, not great. Everything else, pretty solid. So, but again, I mean, I don't know. So you're taking Hovland over Scheffler, taking Hovland over Berger.
I didn't say that. I just said I'm more bullish than you are. So I'm taking Hovland over.
I'm just clarifying.
I'm taking Hovland over Hideki. Yeah.
He's such a violent drunk today. Such a bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood.
Get this man a water. Yeah. So, that $9,000 range is strong, man.
Yes.
So $8,000 range. Who are you surprised to see in the $8,000 range?
Harris English.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, how is that even? I don't know how. I think that I don't know who we would replace him with. We can talk about it if you want to. Putts really well on Bermuda. 4th at St. Jude, 46th at the Open, won the Travelers, 3rd at the U.S. Open, 14th at Palmetto. I don't know.
Sea Island Players Union is definitely riding DraftKings this week.
Good. I hope they're riding with the dates that they want to come on the show. We've been waiting. So I don't know, man. I'm surprised to see him only $8,800. That's a bit of a shocker. He was second last year, and that was at TPC Boston. Didn't play here in 19, missed the cut in 18 and 17. So, track record here, maybe not so great, but for the tournament. But I'm totally surprised. Well, I know, second at TPC Boston last year. So who else? Webb Simpson. Let's see, what's Webb done for us lately? By the way, and he typically plays well up in the Northeast. Generally speaking, I mean, he likes these. Probably, I don't want to say it's long for him, but he typically plays well in smaller greens. 7th at the Wyndham, 15th at St. Jude, 19th at the Open, missed 2 cuts back to back, 30th at PGA, 9th at RBC. So I don't know. I think that's probably good value for Webb. I think there's other people that I like better than him that are better values. One being Patrick Reed. I'm so glad that he took the weekend off because I think Patrick Reed here, man, is going to be. I think that's. I'm kind of liking what's going on with Patrick Reed.
Well, he's definitely had enough play to be able to be ready for this thing, and I'm glad he took it off too because he's been burning the candle at both ends with all these, everything he's been doing, going to Japan and everywhere else. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. I think the rest will help him, and I hope he turns it on.
Yeah, totally. If I used Patrick Reed in my one and done yet,
I think you used him and Kez.
Did I have a choice to use one and not the other?
No, you used them separately.
No, perfect. Perfect. Who else? Okay, so I like Patrick Reed here. I like English here. Is Adam Scott going to have a hangover coming into Liberty National from that 4-footer? From that 4-footer. So in 2019 here, so T58 last year at TPC Boston, 5th at Liberty National, T5 in 2018. And T4 in 2016. So, if you average all that out, you got a top 20 or better. Yeah. It's quick math. Don't judge me on that. But, he looked good last week, right? If you could just get those, it's like, hey, don't hit it so damn close. If you hey, listen, if you're gonna get squirrely on me in the puke zone, hit it to like 18 feet. Don't hit it 4 feet out. I get it. I get a little. You should have saw me at Old Tocoa this week. I was shaky over those 4-footers too, man. It's like, just don't hit it so close. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't know.
All right, so you got to pick like 2 down. You got to pick 2 and 2 or 3 in this range. You got because there's a lot here. There's a lot of good stuff here too.
I can't. It's hard to pick 2 people in the 8. I think you can build a lineup in the $8,000
pick 3 and fade 2.
All right, give me English, give me Reed, and I'm gambling on G'day, mate. He's coming.
There's 2 of them there.
Coming off a hot streak. Oh, I'm going Adam. Could be time for Cam to pop though. That's for sure. I'm fading Finau here, and I'm fading Webb Simpson just because of the price, and I think there's better value for less money.
I like Burns. I like English. Those are my two guys I like the most. I like Webb. Because of what I saw last week, and I know that's his course. But T15 before that and T19 before that, so he's showing good form. If we're gonna fade anybody, I'm with you on Finau. I just have not seen the results. And then I don't know who else I would fade. I guess
I don't know, Jocko.
Yeah, Jocko, because I like Paul Casey. I'm not picking more people as I like. I just do like my top 3, but I do like them, and I really like Sam Burns too.
Me too. All right, $7,000 range.
We're really good at this. We just like everybody.
mean, how can you not in the $8,000 range? How can you not? Has Sun JM been priced cheaper all year? $7,800. What?
Been a while.
What the hell, man? What the? Yeah. So who do I? Let's go seventh. You go $7,000 range.
Probably all that food up there. They know that he's going to be, dining out, and yeah. There's a really good restaurants up there, and not only pizza. He likes pizza. He likes hamburgers, but there's all kinds of like Chinese places and everything up there. So
what's the Iron Chef? Omato, is that his name?
You know that better than I do. Yeah.
We went down to the wine cellar, I think, at his place. Yeah. Remember they took us downstairs. Anyway, great restaurants up there. We got to see if those places are open. Talk to me, man. Who's $7,000 range? Who you taking? And no, you cannot pick Bubba Watson twice.
Dang it. Give me Ian Poulter. He's 13th in this field from the Fantasy National ranking, $7,700, 4.6% projected ownership. T10 at St. Jude, T26, T36, T40, T25. He's been playing really good form. I like him. Let's see, who else do I like down here in the $7,000 range? I mean, Kevin Na. How can you go against Kevin Na? He's 56th in his model, not displaying well there. $7,500, 5.7% projected ownership. T2 last week, T23 at St. Jude, T2 at John Deere, T47 at Traveler. So just some really good trajectory there. Who else? Let's see. Streelman. I like Streelman. 19th in this model. $7,400, T7 last week, T19 had a couple of cuts before that, T15 at the U.S. Open. He's been popping a lot. I think he could do well in this FedEx playoffs. What about you?
What do you're not going? You're not going Billy Ho? No Billy Ho for you?
I haven't seen much from Billy Ho lately.
That's good. He's been resting.
Okay.
Billy Ho said he likes that $15 million. It looks so good in that bank account.
That's a good point.
You kidding me?
Yeah, there's a bunch of other guys there too. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's loaded. Again, I'm probably fading Kiz, not because I have little faith there, but off the tees, probably a little squirrely approach. He's ranked in 1, 2. He's got 4 categories where he's over 100, so that's probably my fade for him. Haven't seen a lot out of Fitzpatrick. That's probably a fade. I don't know. Hatton. Oh, I mean, his putting has just been horrendous. So I'm probably leaning Kokrak. I think this sets up well for him. Man, I want to say Russell Henley so bad, but I don't know what that took out of him at the Wyndham. Because that dude, he pretty much had that thing. He had the tournament, I thought, and he let it get away from him. But I may go back to him. Kokrak. I may go back to Henley. Sergio doesn't have a real good showing up here. And you know who I like here, and it maybe some of these stats are based on TPC Boston. But I think Keegan Bradley's probably a play for me in this arena. And when Phil Mickelson, he's made all 3 cuts at the Northern Trust. So I don't know. I'm going. You want me to pick 2? Shit, I want to pick more than 2. Jonathan Vegas has been on a hot streak, man. That guy's like, I definitely can see him advancing here. Give me Vegas and give me Kokrak.
Okay. You got him.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Who are you fading here? Who you fade to?
Yeah, too many people to talk about probably. Probably fading Siwoo. Brandon Grace is another one that had a rough, I mean, he had a great tournament, but I don't know what that took out of him. I don't know.
Grillo.
Yeah. I could say Hoffman, but he's made every cut that he's played here. So, I mean, that'd be stupid for me to say that, which is probably something like I'm fading Cam Davis and Cam Davis and Matt Wolff. Those are my two faves.
Yeah, Wolf's a good one too. Yeah, and I'm not saying that we're big fans of Matt Wolff. It's just he hasn't been there. Yeah,
especially when he does that thing.
Yeah, he just hasn't been. He hasn't been right. Yeah, I want to see him get right because he is fun to watch.
Yeah, I do too. So all right, so I think there are some notables in the $6,000 range, and I'll just call out a couple, and then you can you can chime in. So Troy
Schwartzel got me last week, man. Gosh, he got me last week.
I ain't falling for that shit again. Harry Higgs probably going to be tired. After he's going to be a little lighter though after after Phil cleans his pockets out. Let's see. Why can't I find him? He's in here somewhere. I promise he's in here somewhere. And I know he's in the $6,000 range. I've just gone down too far. I'm not falling in the Luke List trap. Ches Reavie got me last week. No way, Ches. Zach Johnson, you got me last week too. Okay. Troy Merritt, who holds the course record here with Kevin Chappell at $6,600. I mean, I will play some lineups where I'm going to be kind of heavy up top, and I'll have to get into the $6,000 range. I think Troy's solid. I think Aaron Wise is solid. And I think Aaron Van Rooyen, who is not coming off of a win, but he's coming off of a recent win, is solid. So those are, I'm going to pick four. Can I pick four?
Sure.
You can say no.
Yeah, please do.
And HV3. And he plays really well here too. So,
I'd like for you to pick five, please. Just kidding. No, I like I like McNeely.
Well, you can't ask me and then cut me
I was just kidding with you. What do you think McNeely this week?
Let's see. So T61 here last year. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know that there's anything. I'm probably
it's a different course though.
No, I get it. Totally get it.
Well, hold on. So T16 at 3M, T18 at John Deere, T21 at the Rocket, T30 at Travelers, T20 at the Schwab. He's 22nd in this field from a model rank perspective, 6.3 projected ownership, $6,900. He's 14th off the tee, 65th on approach, 51st in putting. I like McNeely here.
Where's this guy you're calling me? How much is he? Oh, I see him at $6,900.
Yeah.
For $6,900. I like HV3 that he did miss the cut last year, but he was T3 in 2019 at this tournament. And let's see what HV3 has done. I'm not saying for you and your lineup and we're playing against each other. I think it's great for you. I think you should definitely pick McNeely. 57th at the Wyndham. That's not great. Missed the cut at the Open. 11th at John Deere. Missed the Mortgage. 47th at the Travelers. I don't know. I mean, I think was that an anomaly for him to win to go for a third place finish here? Hey, could be. But
here's a sleeper for you. What do you think about the Todd father? Seriously, I think he's coming back into form.
I mean, he hasn't looked horrible. Let's see. What's he doing? What's he doing here, though? Brendan Todd. So you got a 64 last year. And I think he played 10th at the Wyndham. We got 3 missed cuts back to back to back, and 30th at the Travelers. What's he look like on Bermuda? So Bermuda's probably one of his stronger surfaces. Maybe. I mean, I could see if you need to get down there.
If you need to get down there, I think that's a guy who could be a sleeper for you. I think he could pop. I really do. I think he's back on his way up, man. He won 3 times last year.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see that kind of happening. I mean, I could see me picking the Todd father over Matt Kuchar. Over Luke List,
2 or 3 times last year. Maybe it wasn't 3. It might have been 2 times last year. 2 or 3 times. I forget which.
You're not a professional. Nobody's holding you accountable for this.
Yeah. He won 5 times last year.
Let's see. I think Aaron Wise is somebody that probably looks pretty good here. If you're down there again, I mean, we're saying this, and I think it totally depends on how you're going to set your, how you're setting things up. But I think there's some extremely good options down in the $6,000 range that shouldn't be overlooked. So, who did I? Troy Merritt. Who did I just say? Aaron Wise, T43 in 2019, T5 in 2018. So I think there's plenty of good options down there. We definitely don't need to get into who we're fading. Let's see who played really well here in 2019. Let's see what our HV3 is probably the best pick for the price at 6,700 in T3. Brandt Snedeker, T6. He's $6,600 this week. Who else? Troy Merritt, I already mentioned him. Andrew Putnam, T12. Wyndham Clark.
There you go.
Okay, Dub, T18. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a fun tournament. I think it's going to get more fun as we get into the playoffs. I think it's going to be even more fun as we kind of dig through this thing. So notables. Pull up your FedEx Cup standings.
I got it.
Who are you expecting not to advance? Who's not advancing?
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Who is not advancing?
I mean, just give me a few notables.
Yep.
A few notables.
Kuchar. I don't think he's going to advance.
Yep.
And I guess Ches. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ches for sure. Yeah, I don't think I would agree with those two. I think Gary Woodland stands a chance not to advance.
Yep. And Zach. Yep.
Zach. Let me see if there's anybody. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that obviously aren't going to advance, but I'm just looking if there's any notables.
The notables, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I think are just kind of gonna. Of course, I think Adam Scott's going to advance. Of course, I do.
All right, I got a question for you. Who wins the FedEx Cup?
That's not my answer. I'm going to go Jon Rahm.
Okay, I'm going to mark you down on that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go Morikawa.
Well, hold on. Can I get an asterisk beside a Rahm?
Sure. COVID free.
If he gets COVID, I get to repick.
Okay. Oh, I'll give you an alternate. Actually, take an alternate.
I mean, like rightfully so, right? I mean, it could be a thing. Okay, my alternate is going to be. We didn't even talk about Louis Oosthuizen. That guy's just been playing out of his freaking shoes, man. I'm going Spieth. Spieth. But for my alternate, only if Rahm tests positive again and/or he doesn't win the FedEx Cup, then then I'm defaulting back to Spieth. So just say.
And you're one and done this week. Who's your one and done?
Same answer.
Same answer.
Mark it a double. Double, Dan.
I'm taking Morikawa as my FedEx Cup champ. I'm taking DJ this week as my one and done.
So I'm taking Rahm as my champ this week, and I am taking him as my FedEx Cup champ.
Perfect.
And I'm feeling good about it.
What do we have coming up on the show this week, Cal?
Feeling good about this rum too.
Oh yeah.
Who do we? So we dropped JT Watson last. Oh shit! Have we got a good one? Whoa, we got a little scandal going on this week for the show. We've got our friend, in ex-investigative reporter, Brad Bowman, who was just all over this Pappygate thing when it was happening in Kentucky. And if you've had a chance to watch the most recent release of the heist, it's called Bourbon King. How do you think they came up with that name? Because I didn't see a tiger. I did not see one single tiger throughout the whole damn episode series. I didn't see one single. I didn't even see a cat that I can remember. I think I heard a dog. May have seen a dog, but I didn't even see. I have no felines whatsoever. Did you see a feline? Mm-mm. So how did they come up with that name, Bourbon King? That's what I want to know.
We need to ask.
Well, I think I think he's coming back on. Maybe. But anyway, we had a great time chatting with him. If you did get a chance to watch the Bourbon King on the Heist on Netflix, by the way, Netflix, you need to get in touch with us. No free advertisements here. And it was fun to chat with Brad about what wasn't included in the docuseries. It was fun to talk about his relationship in really small town Kentucky and kind of how, what was going on, the perception. We talked about the $300,000 that was reported versus the $3 million that was likely stolen. We talked a lot about softball, which, it's like softball and Sazeracs, right? I don't know, but yeah, really fun chat. So if you watched it, even if you didn't watch it, you may want to watch it because there's a lot of spoilers here that he drops on us. But yeah, really fun chat there. And I don't know who else.
Keep an eye out for Cal's new company, Softball and Sazeracs.
looking for a co-host. If anybody knows a man named Kurt Singer that's available, I'll take it. I'll take him, and I'll also take a barrel of bourbon.
There you go.
Wouldn't be bad. So yeah, be sure to that'll probably drop. What's that? Wednesday or Thursday? I guess
Thursday. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be out Thursday, and yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun getting a behind the scenes look from someone that had all the details. Ooh, he may or may not have leaked the source. Not whistleblower. What did he call him? I don't know if you can call people rats anymore, but
informant.
The person that
leaker.
The person that dropped the dime. We may or may not talk about that on this episode, but just brace yourself. If you can't find Pappy, pour yourself up a glass of Eagle Rare and sit back, because what we typically go on for about an hour, I think it may have gone almost 2 hours. And we definitely got the booze were flowing, and we were having a good time. So allegedly, this is all factual information. He did have a lot of documents that he was reading from. So I'm going to go on the record and say that it was factual, and there was no slanderous discussions that happened. Everything was factual as it was written and recorded by the folks from law enforcement that were doing the investigations there. So yeah, so good times there. Once again, thanks to our friends at Old Tocoa. We had a great time this weekend. Thanks to our friends at Turtleson for hooking us up with some sweet gear to keep us comfortable. Who else? Thanks to our friends at Real McCoy for fueling us up to stay empowered through this thing. And our friends at Holmes Key for putting us right where we need to be, man. Yeah. If you haven't tried either of these rums, and I haven't had anything bad from either one of them. If you're into, if you want a little break from whiskey and you're like, hey, where do I go? Maybe you're not an Irish whiskey guy or a person. Maybe you're not a Scotch fan. This is a great way to mix things up, man, and get something that's got a, kind of solid and stands up. Yeah.
So good.
So good.
So good.
So good. I don't know what else we have coming up. We got we won't have it released yet, but we got Stitch Golf coming up on the show. That's going to be a fun one. We got Sub 70 coming on the show. We've got we've got our friends at Eastlake Golf Club coming on the show prior to the FedEx Championship. Who else? We got Good Times Bourbon coming on. We've got I don't know. We got a lot of people coming on the show, man. We're gonna be busy. And we got our friend Jeff March coming on to talk. He just played in the amateur up in New York. So we got him coming on to talk.
Does he have any fun new single barrels he's promoting?
Oh, good Lord. He's got it's like every week there's something.
Anything he wants to talk about though?
I don't know if he'll want to talk about them, because I think those are exclusive to his club.
Okay.
So yeah, so he may want to talk about them. If he does, it's just going to make me jealous. Actually, this was one of his picks that he did with Holmes Key. Rum, Forrest, rum.
Oh yeah.
Which is always pretty good. So yeah, we got good things coming.
We got a big golf trip coming up.
Ooh, we do have a big golf trip coming up to a little place in North Carolina. It's not a little place, but to a place in North Carolina. So hopefully that's we're getting all the details squared away on that. So we'll talk more about, I don't know, maybe friends of the show want to meet us up there and get we can coordinate when we're going to be there, what our tee times are. If we maybe somebody wants to come up and play with us.
Yeah.
Dan doesn't play, by the way. He just he just kind of rides around.
Yeah.
So
keep score.
Keeps.
I usually win.
Well, and if you're going to keep score, why wouldn't you? I'm on the Barbados 2005 release
that's
right
what
now.
I was drinking. Yeah, it's so good.
This is like it's. I don't know if this is going to sound weird or not, but it's definitely going to sound weird. But it's like musty in a good way. It's like this kind of musty, like fermentation. But on the back end of this thing, it's like papaya, pineapple. It is so friggin' good.
Buttery.
Yeah. This thing. Yeah, you could. It's like give me the bottle and the straw, Dan.
Yeah.
Don't call me in the morning.
I didn't know I was getting a dessert. So good.
And don't call me in the morning.
Exactly.
All right. We'll see you in Jersey City.